Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Miles from behind the mic. Just a quick disclaimer before your VOD starts. We had a lot of technical issues during this stream, and the first 40 to 50 minutes were very rocky. We had a lot of mismatches, and I decided to trim that off, and you will then experience a couple of cuts during the stream at the very beginning. After that, it smoothed out a lot more. I apologize for the inconvenience and I hope you will enjoy it anyway. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Milestone behind the mic, for a new stream of Rise of the Reds 1.9 internal, the very last of 2025. We have a couple of things to showcase. Fun stuff, I hope. Some of you have already seen teasers, some of you haven't. But we will have a good time. Let's just enable the chat so that everyone from the team can jump in the chat and say hi. Oh, well, I stand corrected. Apparently, Vanilla Campaign Remastered may mismatch. So, what do we have? We have Calvin as ECA versus Mizo as China. Yep, we're here to drink some beer and steal your rum at the point of a gun. Ring of Iron it is then. What's in the middle? Airfield plus a few garrisons. Calvin is go. No wait, that's Mizo, that's China. Mizo is going to the middle already. Hailstorm reference, nice. I'm not the only one who knows this song. Kinda like Hailstorm. It's always fun to listen to some pirate metal. Okay, Calvin planting a field command and a barracks near the middle. Now I think of it, there are not many supplies at the beginning. So Bruce, you are already taking the piss of the spear teams. Now you have no excuse. You can make them. The buff they got should be incentive enough. All right, red guards going to the middle as well as a guard tower. Apparently, Calvin has clean towers in the middle. We have a pug. Getting some vision. And Mizo went to the right side to claim some additional supplies. They're great, but that's what I'm saying. Mizo needs a bit more. If Mizo managed to build spear teams with China, that would be great. Anyway, solar reactor going up for Calvin. Well, Mizo chose to go for his favorite intelligence bureau. Mizo has pushed with a third supply. However, there are some troops that are pretty unhappy with that. Well, not troops exactly, but now there are troops. We're losing Mizo. No, he's still here. Alright, Red God gets crushed by the excavator, and minigun team is going up. However, Panzerfaust inside the fortification will prove problematic. Pyro is out. mega bunker. Wait, what? Fortification cleaned, but a guard... It's a guard tower, yep. Is going up. Incendiary grenade thrown. You can see the new effects on this one. 6 legs pop out and it worked off. I mean the mecha bunker. Yep. Apparently Mizo is having trouble, and now we have the first small mine layer harassing from long range. In the meantime, in the middle, apparently situation is stable. Yup, it's most of the fights are situated on the middle right. Okay, Calvin is going here too. Another mini... Oh wait, was probably the same, but got dispatched by some mines. But this one cannot be destroyed by mines, so... Here is the first Han gunship, taking care of the mole mine layer. Was told to mine his whole business. Yep. It's a good one. And we have the first assault cannon. Immune to the regular mines, but not to the mole bombs. You can kill them if the fortification is not reinforced. Reinforced fortification are immune to clearing. Tigers are making quite some significant damage in Mizo's outpost. However, Mizo has a secondary supply collection, so he can technically lose it. But yeah, I don't think he wants to. More assault cannons coming for this watchtower. Machine gun guard force, sorry. I thought it was called the watchtower. I need a standard one. Time to play longer. Assault cannons as well as volunteer are pushing. We also have Gatling tank or anti-air, I guess. Small miners fall without too much problem. However, there is a grenadier and a second one to prevent Mizo from pushing any further. Armory expansion has been researched. Nascan and Nascant. Now even you are following the trend, Hunter. Like you have forsaken your own child. It's an ass cannon now. More Han gunships. Clearing yet another bunker, another fortification. Yes, Canon is a piece of ass. Yeah. Now it's canonically ass, right? Since you endorsed it, you're an ass. I know. That's why you recruited me. When you write a book about logbook, tuk-tuk, and black bear. When people give us the explanation of where that rumor came from. Oh dear. I want to know where that comes from. I need answers. More supply collection coming for Mizo, aka the greedy one, like he's on his fourth supply. Don't want to know about anything about. Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. Wotan. Ooh, destroyed by Megs. That's something. Before destroying a Fenris. You can feel your brain cells dying? You mean you have brain cells? Damn. I'm in shock. There was apparently some infantry drop somehow in Mizo's base. But it was quickly disposed of. He lost his airfield by the looks of it. Okay, you're dirty-minded. Minefield just in the path of the volunteers. It looks like we will get some minced meat. Or not. That's unfortunate. Ah, there we go. That's where your ass cannon would have been useful. Even if it's French smut. One of the two will be underage for some reason. Nah. Nah. Anyway, Yak Mammoth's taking care of the Dragon Tank. Fenris fighting the Volunteers at long range. And Calvin calls the GG! The meat grinder. Yep. Like, honestly, it's becoming a pretty weird obsession you have. But, you know, not judging yet. No, okay. It was just a slow load. Okay. Okay, Darial and Frost both as ECA versus Mizo as ECA and Calvin as China. Mismatch because of the executor. Oh. Oh, he did launch the wrong one. Oh, it's just that we've been here for like 48 minutes and it's been nothing but mismatching, so I was like, why? But why? Anyway, Darial. No, wait, that's Frost. That's. Wait, this. That's Darial. Okay. Colors are too similar. Okay, Frost and Darial, and tier 1 coming up for Darial. Mizo is not going at tier 1 yet. Neither is Calvin. Start the stream at yeah, and again, and pretend nothing happened. I'm gonna do some editing and just chop off those 40 minutes of nothing. Okay. Bikes. Okay, so apparently Darial will take care of the beach and destroy Mizo's pug. We have a fortification. Oof, that's a quick deny of a barracks from Mizo. However, the Tenjo close might be a problem. That was close. We don't have the range. Another Tenjo close, I hear. Denying Calvin from Frost supplies. Was danger close. Yep. Alright. Here you can see Calvin using the good old tactic of planting your airfield just next to the propaganda center, but now you can space it a bit more because the radius has been significantly increased. Hello! Fekkaleni! Welcome to the channel! Do they have the tuk-tuk? Of course. Are there any that are... well, there are none that are alive, but it's their default scout, so yes. Because it's funny. Yeah. That's the best reason to explain their presence. Bloodhounds were dangerous, but it was just allowing them to crush infantry again. Okay, so Darial went for prepared defenses, so that now he has the forward outpost. Frost didn't select a GP by the looks of it. We have a Bobcat, so combat engineering for Mizo. And Mizo has taken full control of the beach. Here, more Bobcats. Mortar tracks, pummeling this. Oh! The vehicle dig-out has been reworked. So now, when you build a vehicle dig-out, the vehicle dig-out comes automatically with a leopard inside. Of course, the price has been significantly increased. Amongst other things, in the previous version, in the public version, if you destroy the vehicle dig out, well, the vehicle would survive, but now this has been removed. If you destroy the dig out, the vehicle is lost as well. Something else, you cannot simply evacuate the vehicle from the dig out. Well, you can either, as Shiro mentioned, put another vehicle inside, or you can simply scuttle the dig out, so you will lose the dig out. And the downside is that the vehicle that is inside will come heavily damaged for balance reasons. So everything, of course, is still susceptible to change, but this is a different approach to make this viable. We have a Pitbull turret, Bloodhounds loaded with Panzerfaust. And apparently we are having the new and improved Panzerfaust. So the keen eyes amongst you will notice that there are many different Panzerfaust shells being thrown out. One of them is the Cryo that you know and love, and one of them has an orange trail. The orange trail one is a dedicated anti-tank, anti-vehicle, anti-tank warhead that doesn't have the downsides of the regular one. Like, for instance, it deals way less damage to stuff like dragon tanks, toxin tractors, and so on. The anti-tank warhead doesn't have that. So it is, in theory, a bit more powerful. The downside of the anti-tank one is that it does not have the significant area of effect that the regular one has. It's not anti-tank. What? It's the armor piercing. Sorry, armor piercing. Yeah, everyone refers it at anti-tank, but indeed it's armor piercing. So yeah, you have your dedicated anti-tank unit at tier 1, because this warhead, this special warhead for the Panzerfaust, requires tier 1, requires your solar reactor and the armory expansion upgrade. You can see here. Pretty efficient. Yeah. You have a very good point here. It's less of an anti-tank damage, but because what it makes it more efficient against are, more often than not, they are not tanks. Like, it's better versus, it's an anti-tractor thing. Because it's good versus toxin tractors, it's good versus dragon tanks, Buratinos, and all that stuff. But versus tanks, it does the exact same. Anti-quad cannon would be more accurate. Yeah, exactly that. So yeah, there you have it. ECA didn't really have a dedicated anti-tank infantry. Like USA have the javelins and so on. So now this is fixed. Kind of. Anti-dragon tank warhead. Yeah. Darial's new favorites, rightfully. It is a pretty good one. However, it is not a straight upgrade to the Panzerfaust, since, well, it has a damage type change. It is completely useless versus buildings. Yeah, well, mortar trucks are kind of back because they were kind of imprisoned during Han patch, like they were relegated to be only available in the deployment zone. So yeah, now that they are free again. What's the difference between the green warhead and the orange warhead? The green warhead is good versus tanks and buildings and has area of effect. The orange warhead is efficient against any kind of vehicle, including garrison clearers, anti-air vehicles, which resist the green one, but it has no area of effect. That's pretty much it. Yeah. But yeah, versus a tank, versus any regular tank, let's say a Crusader tank, using the green or the orange will not make too much of a difference. But versus a dragon tank, you will barely scratch the paint with a green one, and with the orange one, you will definitely hurt it. Ooh, we have some Lotus capture here. And we have some Lotus dying here. Mizo is pushing with defenses, building some leopards, but as you can see, not only the cost was increased, but also the build time. It takes quite some time to have it here, so you have the time to deny it. Mizo is leading the way with now a rank 1 Bulldog commando drop. It looks like he is in for quite... He's decided to win. No kits selected on those lynxes. Could have used some medical help, maybe. So it is anti-infantry vehicle warhead, not an anti-vehicle. Well, it's overall anti-vehicle. Yes, it is as good versus tanks, as I said, versus a regular tank like the Crusader. No difference between the two warheads, none. But versus a dragon tank, a toxin tractor, a quad cannon, something like this, you will have more damage. That's it. Also, since as Shiro pointed, it ignores armor, you will also have an advantage using the armor piercing versus Russia when they are upgraded with ERA, because this one is not denied by ERA. Darial, as usual, using the fire control station, but instead of using it to harass the enemy, he's just using it to defend himself this time. Ooh, we have Chonklixes. Apparently the attack here is still going strong. Yeah, it's... I gotta say, the new anti-infantry vehicle were more resistant to rockets than tanks. Yep. Helix and lag. And we have a bit of lag today. Happens sometimes when you have a rocky connection. Oh, we have a trident as well. So yeah, ECA got some nice quality of life. The main use of the well, not the main use, a very good use of the orange Panzerfaust is of the armor-piercing Panzerfaust is to put 3 of them inside a reinforced fortification. Are they better versus golems? They are explosion resistance. They are not better. They are not better versus default golems, but as I pointed out, they are better versus golems that have ERA. Like, they use the infantry missile damage type, which is not an explosion type. So they take some good damage from that, but when they are upgraded by ERA, they get way more resistant to that kind of damage. So versus Russia, as soon as they get ERA, it's better to switch to the armor piercing. No questions asked. Hey, what did I miss? You missed the new Panzerfaust armor piercing warhead. You missed the new reworked vehicle dig out. You missed the new USA fuel generator. It is not a mini Wotan. It is a well, technically yes it is, but it only targets ballistic missiles. It is not anti-air. And yes, it's default. Huh? It does not need an additional thing. Didn't miss anything major. Well, if you say so. Basically, the main reasons and motivations between the Panzerfaust and Dig Out change is to give alternative to ECA players who want to play a bit defensive and do not want to use the gun turret, because the gun turret was almost the only solution each time anti-tank defense was mentioned. Like everyone was going for gun turrets, and gun turrets. So this was proposed as a solution, and so far it's pretty successful, I would say. A new generator for USA. Yep. Has anyone made a gun turret? No, nobody is using the gun turret. I'm so sad. I think they just play too seriously. They do not want to use the gun turret. I'm disappointed. The command center backup generator? No. I'll probably re-explain once anyone plays USA. I'm sad too. Hunter did a funny. Hey, Pyro, if you can fix your game, you can show it next one. Free the confetti. Ah, spoiler! It is fixed. Okay, next game. Doesn't mean time. What you say? Yes, Pyro, we know USA. We know. Oh, USA QLA not so good. It actually made Bruce bad. He was sad for a minute, and then he played with it, and he was not sad anymore. So yeah, honestly, I wouldn't worry about that. Honestly, it's not a big deal. It's simply the only real difference there is between the two buttons, between upgraded and non-upgraded, is that now the fuel generator cannot be upgraded into a fusion one. That's the only difference. Aside from that, there is zero difference. The costs are the same, the build times are the same, the energy outputs are the same, so honestly, there are no difference. Oh! We have Tridents in Glide Bomb mode. And as you can see... Yeah. Those defenses are pretty hard to pass through. Ah, sure, you can showcase USA if you prefer. Ooh, Internet Center taking 1 and 2 of those Sorrow Strikes. Okay, cargo plane getting shot down. There is a... Fuel generators have much less HP. I don't remember that. Especially since USA power plants were already pretty fragile already. Like the main difference is the size of the fusion reactors, but aside from that, I don't know. Okay, we have a bomber for some... Ooh, EMP! Oh! Stunning the Manticore just as it... Okay, that looks odd. the frozen... It's not something you see every day. Is it gonna last for that long? Well... No. Okay, it's just funny. It's normal. You cannot fix it. It's fine. It's just unusual to see such a rare occurrence, because you need to have Manticore. You need to have an EMP bomb perfectly timed, or a Sunstorm. Where is it? Where's my boy? Oh, this is gonna hurt. Command trucks, command bunker, one region, command white one. How about no? Like, it's fine as command center. Anyway, ooh, we have an anvil preventing attack on the yak mammoth, but anvil got destroyed, and now the yak is next to fall, maybe? Unless everything gets destroyed prior. This thing is now pretty sturdy due to the manticore stuff. I thought those were spear teams, but no, those are commandos. Commandos, apparently they were spotted, but a few escaped. Claymores. Hello, Diva. Mizo as well went for Manticore and is charging through with some leopards, a lot of them, which he got for free, and a few gepards. I see a few of those pandas. Manticore itself, of course. Neutron bomb. So Darial went for Pandora by the looks of it. Alright. So far so good. Ooh, that's the real Pandora guy. Where is it? There he is. The big shtick. Ooh. Neutron bomb was neutralized before it could arm. Why are tanks red? Because they are under the influence of tear gas, which decrease their rate of fire and their range. And as it is kinda hard-coded within the game that if a unit suffers a debuff, it has to turn red. So, there's that. Which has the longer range, Pandora or Sunstorm? Pandora, hands down. This isn't playable due to lag. This isn't playable. Yeah, well, sometimes we have lag, go figure. Okay, Mizo is still pushing. Yeah, I think Mizo is kinda laggy today, but you know it happens. So yep, this one will be gone. Ooh, Manticore was one shot? Yikes. Okay, Hunter, thank you for passing by. Ooh, this one is a Pandora one. Ooh! Okay, Yeah, the sun was dropped on several occasions here. And Darial calls the GG. Popping on the nano shield just for the solar burst, yep. Yeah, I think that's done for Frost as well. Unless he really wants to continue pushing. Okay, and Frost calls to quit as well.
You have been defeated.
Okay. Let's see what we got. How about Cabana Republic? Why not? Of course, nobody has the map. Alright. Let's go, select your teams, and we'll see how the placement goes. Ah, well, we'll go with the good old keep off, because otherwise it will not work. Keep off the snow. Everyone has it. Good. Calvin. Okay. Yeah. Yo, come back! Okay. Yes, it's a 2v2. Calvin dropped so that you could stay, Pyro. Calvin joined while Geo was just okay. Let's go. Yeah, that would be more balanced. Yeah. All right. 3, 5. Okay, looks good. Let's go. So Pyro wanted to showcase USA, and he will be teaming up with another USA player. All right. One orange, one brown, one yellow. Thank you for my eyes. Um, so Pyro and Frost both USA versus Mizo as USA and um, Darial as Russia. Right. So for those who missed it, here is the new fuel generator for USA. It is tiny, as you can see. Small. But yeah, same price as the regular generator. All that. It looks small. Looks like teeny tiny. So many jokes can be done. Okay, so what do we have? We have Rangers going to capture those oil derricks. Because it's cold outside. Remember the stats of USA energy is still in flux. Oh, I see what you did here. Some of the testers are not happy with them. We will see. Again, everything related to stats is susceptible to heavy changes. So I wouldn't care too much about that as of now. Not much happening, like it's taking it slow. We have a Humvee, not transporting any infantry, but it has a combat drone. Battle drone, sorry. So it went in for some. Now I have a weird imagination for the fuel generator as biscuits due to the site. No, the fusion reactor has not been removed. It is still here, you can still build it. It's just that you can no longer you can no longer have the default power plant and then upgrade it to an upgraded power plant. Now you have the fuel power plant for your basic needs, and if you want a so-called advanced power plant, you have the cold fusion one. So the only thing that has been removed is the control rods upgrade. This one has been removed permanently, and it won't come back. Yeah, that's also a good pointer from Shiro, is that there is no tier requirement for the fusion reactor. The Vanguard has got a rework. Versus buildings, it no longer uses its automatic shotgun. It now directly throws bomb drones. No, it's not paper planes. It's those the bomb drones it used for garrison clearing. Yep. That, and you probably didn't see something else related to the Vanguard, but I bet we will see it. Here is another Vanguard. So. The Bradley also got a few changes to its kits. not in what they are, but just a few stats changes. Which means the heavy cannon one is now a bit more effective against armored targets, and the tow kit is now very, very good. So, the Vanguard. As you can see, there are two Vanguards inside that Bradley, and the drones are still here. Because the Vanguard now has his drones being permanent. And that's not the only change. Not only the drone is permanent, but it can choose one out of 3 different drones. So, kind of, it has kits. So, the good old missile drone is back. It's a kit unit, yep, kind of. The first one is the good old missile drone. Nothing changed here. You know it, you love it, or you hate it, I don't know. But now you will see it more often. Ooh. Drone lifters. Now 3 of them dropping some thing. Oh! Here is a change for the drone lifter. It can now carry drones! All drones, yep. However, infantry units. No, the drones can carry all drones. However, drones count for 2 units. Needs 2 slots to be transported, while infantry needs 1. And to kinda encourage that kind of play, the number of slots of the drone airlifter have been buffed from 8 to 10. And mismatch. Also, since the Vanguard yeah, but I'm not really a tech guy, so a tech support guy. I don't know what Steam is made of. So yeah. I don't know. Ah, logistics for Calvin. Interesting. And apparently, from what I saw, Mizo seems to really enjoy the buffs to the air mobility. Yeah, expect more changes to the air mobility GP because apparently it was underused even on the internal builds. And Hunter doesn't like his toys to be underused. So here you can see you have the power plant immediately upgraded. Well, immediately the upgrade has completely disappeared. So you have the control rods. If you need more power, build this one. And that's it. Reinforcement pad captured, and Panzerfaust now attacking the infantry as well as the phalanx. Is that a heavy gunner? Yep.
Dagger protocol initiated.
Dagger protocol selected by whomst? By Mizo, by the looks of it. And Mizo seems... Oh wait, no, that's Calvin. Seems to be using now 80 drones. Alright, the middle is being invaded by China. While Darial is slowly going up in the tech. It's... No, he went already tier 2, he has now the second tier 1. Frost, on the other hand, is being invaded by 80 drones. His supply collection is being shreked. But mines. Okay, Darial built some bunkers on his solar reactor, and now is filling it with infantry. The bottom of the map is being secured by Darial. I see open top fort with the gunner here. What's that? It's a reinforced one? Yep. And this one is not being built anymore. I think the builder died somehow. This Crusader will not live very long. Oh, maybe it will. If it has a... No, it doesn't have the support drone. Ooh, that's a drone swarm. Few changes came as well for the Wasp Hive. The Dark Wing Deep Strikes upgrade has been entirely removed. That doesn't mean the Deep Strikes are gone. It means that the Wasp Hive can now use them by default, and the Vanguard cannot use it anymore. So yes, one less upgrade for USA. Makes things a bit easier. It's still on global cooldown, it is still... like, nothing else has changed, just the upgrade has disappeared, that's it. Nothing else. Will you guys change China observer icon to red and Russian maroon? Why? Just why? Okay. A few stat changes. The Tomahawk launcher is now more expensive due to how powerful it has been in 1.9, so it's been a bit more expensive. Yes, I know. And also, this is not the official USA blue. This is not the official ECA yellow, I'm pretty sure. So all of the factions have a lighter background to make the icon stand out a bit more. So there is no use changing them. Okay. Slightly longer reload time, yes. That's a slight nerf to it. Ooh, Starlifter. Apparently just for decoration, because it didn't get anything inside. Oh, no, maybe not for decoration, just for a meat shield. And he just dismissed it before losing it. Oof. Nighthawks just taking care of the ECM tanks. And Darial with this signature fire control station.
Shield protocol initiated.
Swap to shield? Apparently. Oh no, wait. That's Calvin using shield instead of... Okay. Darial playing Minecraft again. When is he not? Like... making all the blocks. Yeah, he doesn't have many anti-tank obstacles though. He should have. He's not making gun turrets! Come on, Darial! Show us the gun turret! Enforcers? Okay. But the fire control station will probably get you on the next salvo. Oh, unless it's the pitbull. You can build a cold fusion reactor on two. Yeah, that's gone, and now it's replaced by the fuel reactor, and the the fusion. Sorry, the fusion reactor. Because yes, don't care. It's now it's just been renamed fusion reactor. It's no longer a cold fusion reactor because nobody cares. Apparently we have some power shortage here. Darial. An entire line of pitbulls. Like, what the fuck, Darial? He will always have the control rods, yes. What the fuck, Darial? Oh god, why? Hey, Pyro. You know very well that if it was Paramit, it would have been the same thing, but with mines. Darial going mad. Hey, Trax! There are no control roads anymore. Yeah. Welcome, Doctor! Which is funnier. Well, don't worry. When he comes back, he will get to it. Can't wait to see this crazy. I want to see Darial versus Paramit. I want to see those two going at each other. Three hours of building defenses. Yep. It's yours too. Okay. Are there any of the remaining 4 factions? China has kinda came out of the feature complete status, I would say, because some new things have been found. So let's say that none of the factions are complete. It was too early of an announcement, so yeah. No more feature complete? Nope. Third room. Okay, Trax, thanks for passing by. Might mean. No. In terms of new units, like new additions, there are there has been one that has been teased, but nothing really complete to its topic, so I'm not gonna say more about it. But it's not for China. But we're still working on every faction to find new things. It can be reworks, it can be buffs, it can be nerfs. It can be new abilities, like for instance, Lotus recently got the ability to hack buildings from a distance. Like, I mean, defenses, like disable them. So yeah, in terms of features, it's pretty much complete, but minor additions can still be found, and yeah. So, but overall, we are pretty happy with where China is right now. It's even a bit too powerful. Like, we've got some feedback regarding certain things that are a bit exaggerated for them. But overall, it's a pretty good place. New kits. No, I'm not saying kits for China. Hold on your horses, Spiro. Like, I know you hate kits, but still. No, but I mean, new abilities for China are not off the table. Oh, second line of pitbull turrets. Nice. Well, it's gonna be fun passing through this. said some of the structure's units will be available to specific general, and I'm used to have the full arsenal. Sure, sure, but you will have a full arsenal for each general. Like, you will not have a faction that doesn't have tanks. You will not have a faction that doesn't have artillery. A general that doesn't have any artillery or whatnot. You will always have a full arsenal, but you will have a focus on certain things. For instance, if we take General Wilhelm, which will be the defense general for ECA, he will have a full panel of everything, but he will have a greater emphasis on defenses. Yeah, you will have a full arsenal. It's just that you will, if you're playing ECA, what's your main faction? Yeah, I will give you a complete example. Depending on your main faction, it will be more more understandable for you. What's your main faction? GLA. Okay, so if GLA is your main, you will have, regardless of the general, you will have a full arsenal. But if you go for Dr. Ibrahim, you will have more toxic weapons, which will be good, which will be better for taking care of infantry, for area of effect stuff, like really controlling areas. It's very good at that. If you go for General Yusuf, you will have more suicide units, more disguise abilities, more stealth, more typically your quote typical terrorist, like really stereotypical terrorists. And if you go for Suleiman, you will have mercenaries and other stuff that are more made for brute force stuff. Which means you will have to make a focus, but you will have, for instance, Scorpion tanks, regardless of whichever you have. Even as bio command, yes. Bomb trucks. Bomb trucks is. There is something about bomb trucks, but we will reveal that later. Like bomb trucks is a case of its own. Bomb trucks with Anthrax is a thing you're looking forward to? Well, you can already have them. They're in the public version. Ah well, Shiro spilled the beans. But yeah, bomb trucks will be sort of available for every general. Yeah, you don't think that if you're playing, for instance, Suleiman, you will have an Arab Russia. You know, you will not be brute forcing Russia with GLA, regardless of the general you're picking. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, that's not what I was referring to, Shiro, but yeah. More potent Anthrax upgrade than Anthrax Gamma. No, Anthrax Gamma already doesn't exist in Rise of the Reds. Like, it's scrap, it's gone. You will have Anthrax Beta and nothing else. Ooh. Okay. There's the Gamma virus, yes. Which I still think needs some touch-ups. Like, The idea is good, but I think it kinda lacks something. Extremely potent against horde infantry indeed, but against mass of infantry versus infantry groups versus... Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. But still, it's kinda niche. And also, mostly... It's not that it's bad, it's just that the way to use it right now is a bit like toxin tractors are the best ones. Yeah. Yes, I know, but gamma anthrax in or purple anthrax, whatever you know it as, is not a thing in Rise of the Reds. Never got red anthrax. Yes, you have. In Shockwave. Oh, in Shockwave it was red, but it was not on Omega Anthrax. Yeah, there. Oh, come on. Like, okay, in Rise of the Reds there will be normal Anthrax, which is green, beta Anthrax beta, which is blue, and there won't be any more Anthrax. End. Yes, I'm not saying it was a bad idea. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying that in Rise of the Reds 2.0, once we get the generals, this will not be a thing. You will still need to play sneaky versus when you're playing GLA, because their brute force abilities will be limited. Like the heaviest tank in GLA will be the Marauder tank. Of course, not counting the Pillager, but you understand what I mean. Okay, so the Marauder tank is what they have the most armor with. So, if you want to brute force even a single Sentinel with that, good luck. Yeah, exactly. Like the heaviest armor they will have is the Marauder. Hijackers go brrr. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's really the theme of GLA. Be sneaky. Return your enemies' weapons against themselves. You have the recycler for that. You have the hijackers. You have all kind of wacky stuff like that. But they are not made for brute force. Hey, Liggy boy. Two Marauders versus one Sentinel, I kinda doubt it. Especially when you have something like ERA involved. I am well. I'm well. Wait, I've got some... 5 maybe. That's already different cost. Also, just as a pointer, 2.0 is still not in development. For now we are focusing on 1.9, and plans regarding 2.0 may heavily change when we get there. Is he sending an army of bobcats and excavators? What? Darial! Darial! They are not armed! Darial! Yeah, like, we have plans, and plans may change depending on new findings or new ideas. The building army. Yeah, well, now it's the dead army. Those poor engineers, yep. So what else do we have? Ah, God has been summoned. Oh, both gods. The god. S. Ooh, one god was shot down by the EMP shell of the Sunstorm, and the other one probably by those sky shields. Also, recently, so well, on this build, the damage values of the crab paladins were increased, so now it is even better at breaching through lines. Basically, its firepower has almost been doubled. Also, now I see in Fenris, I remember something else. Not exactly related to the Fenris, but the Cryo Grand Mortar. It has taken a nerf because it was way too powerful. It could stun lock indefinitely the heaviest units, including epics, without any problem. Stats have been changed. Like, it is still killing infantry like it's nothing. That hasn't changed. But now versus vehicles, depending on the vehicle, it might not be immobilized for that long, or some might even resist a few shots. So yeah, it has been nerfed. It's no longer a. Did Wasp drone target change target mid-flight? Yes, they can. If the target dies before the drone reaches them, the Wasp drone will select a new target. Enforcers, missile defenders. That Valkyrie is just taking her time and picking target one by one. What's a scrambler van? What? The scrambler, the scrambler track has been scrapped. It's no longer in game. Entirely removed. In the tower is now stealthed itself, but it's limited to 4. It means the scrambler track, sure. And mismatch. It's boring, I get what it's removed. Well, it's more like we removed it because anyway we have the pillager, so no use of having this. The pillager is like a scrambler track on steroids plus mean weapons. All right, the time for everyone to restart, and we'll find another map. Silicon Valley, maybe? We're getting all the mismatches today. Yep. I'll take that as a no. Should switch to 1v1 to keep it fresh. Showed you the map before. Yeah, okay. So I'll take that as I know. Silent River. What is Silent River? It's a 1v1. Oh no, this map is bad, sure. I get only one supply, just a small combat area in the middle. Nah. Is it? It's really a bad map. Like not this one. I showed you the maps before. Okay. Like he basically showed me the entire folder of the ranked ones. Okay, this one. Head on rails. Uh, uh, and this one looks nice. Ah, no, wait. Forgot the name of the map, but he showed me. Yeah, well, cannot remember the bloody name of the. Was wasn't Hera's Palace something? Hera's Palace, yes, this one. Oh, they have 20 versions of each map. Because I cannot remember the bazillion maps they use and the trillion versions. This game is full. This game is full. Hello. What? Are there Scrambler plant tower? I told you! The radius hasn't changed, but the only change is that the Scrambler tower is now stealthed. The biggest difference is that now it's stealthed. The downside is that they are limited to 4. Nobody picked the place. Yeah, defenses can be stealthed as well now. 2 and 5. Okay. Seems to be good. Lucky one, I guess. So what do we have? We have Frost teaming up with Darial versus Mizo and Calvin. Hmm. This layout really reminds me of CNC 3 or maybe Redder 3. Anyway, I would say more Redder 3. Why does the Drushka in Drushkanes shoot like it's an autocannon, not a high caliber machine gun? Because balance reasons? Plus design choice? Like, the only thing I am a bit that rubs me the wrong way with GLA is that the Dushka from the Dushka nest is different from the Dushka from the technicals, the Salvage 1 technicals. It's why do you have them so different? But yeah, that's a detail. It's not that important. The Omniscia. But yeah. The Warhound is now less fierce now it's nerfed, huh? But it can still solo a Dushka nest. Easily, I might add. I don't have the reference about too much abominable intelligence in that one. Yeah. I don't have the reference. I don't know what you're talking about, but fine. Okay. Imperium in 40k. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't remember Alexander having that many AI-based things. Mostly he has some weird bioengineering, which is abominable in its own regard. So, yeah. Biotic and cyborgs. Yeah, I don't know if we can call that biotech or just biotorture. Anyway, where gun turret changes. I don't think anyone will showcase that today. Like, I think they are not interested. What? See you later, Darkovit. It seems that Darial has taken a liking to the forward outpost since they are now available from the prepared defenses GP. And of course, fire control station on the front line. Now we're gonna hear that bombardment the entire game. Also, something I haven't mentioned in every stream, but now it has become pretty obvious, is that many of the effects have been reworked, tweaked, optimized. Hello, Abdo1298. Long time no see. I remember you. Somehow. Yeah. Now, when you see an explosion, you have a lot of debris, smokes, dust, which look really nice. Switching to the cruise missile. And apparently, Calvin is also using the fire control station, so everyone is shooting artillery at long range. Still no gun turret. Nope! Not one! No gun turret. Yeah, well, I don't think we will see them. Mm-hmm. That was a bomb truck that just caught a heavy explosive warhead on the face. Rats! Wait. Oh, Scuds! Two fire stations in front of each other. Yes, one by Darial, which is here. And Calvin's station is somewhere here. Here. Yeah, well, I'm gonna spoil a part of the surprise regarding the gun turret. Basically, Hunter wanted us to experiment the new ways of defending against tanks. So especially after the rework of the Panzerfaust and the vehicle dig out, without relying too much on gun turrets. So he did kinda, let's say, nerf the gun turrets in a way that looks funny. Of course, it's only temporary. It's only for some experiment. But yeah, it's yes. What? Ah, finally! Yeah, I saw. We have the gun turret of doom. What? No. What is that sound? What is that sound? Confetti! 10 out of 10 defense? No, they did not get bugged. I told you. It just... Now it shoots confetti and deals 0 damage. The confetti cannon. Yeah. Is it a No! It was the gun turret! Like, that's what I explained. Hunter just made the gun turret inoperative, like it does nothing, 0 damage. And just for us to be encouraged to use any other defense. That's it. Like, it's not that deep. And just to make it funny, instead of making it shoot shells that do no damage, he just made it shoot confetti, so it's even more obvious. Okay. It's just a funny way to disable it. Would build every time, generally. And no, it won't make it to the final game. Not even the like, nothing. Like, it will be completely reverted. It's just temporary for us. It's funny. And with all the celebrations incoming, it was particularly fitting. Like, what? What's so funny? It's just a confetti cannon. Just chill. Anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's an experiment that Hunter has conducted and is willing to do again, is to disable stuff that are not meta but almost, in order to make other options more viable. Another one that was made was for USA, is that for the moment, of course, it will not make the final cut. Ospreys and Chinooks are no longer able to transport infantry. But again, it's just to experiment to find what was wrong with the mobility GP. The drone airlifter got already its fair share of buffs, so the Starlifter will probably be next. But since it was basically, yeah, well, we have the Osprey. Why would we do drone airlifters? So yeah. But again, I say it again, it's temporary, will not make the final cut. Yeah, it took quite a while to find this one, but I had no doubt he would be the one to find it because he used that so much. But honestly, when he was when he took a look at the hunchback, he was pretty close, and then yeah, it was not the hunchback, it was the Osprey. Yeah, everyone did give him hints, like, this guy's blind as a bat. Ooh. Solar shot, destroying some fellow ECA secondary economy. And a ore refinery. I know they are not blind. It's just it's the expression. That's a lot of artillery here. Oh, we have hooks. Mizo is the only player not at rank 4. Come on, Mizo! Show us your power! Oh well, he has power because he has 2 Scott Storm, so... He's the only one with 2 super weapons. Calvin has his super weapon almost ready. I would say... You see, that's the problem with Darial. If you have a defense line like this, like, we all agree that it's a juicy target for a super weapon. Like... Or am I just stupid? Like, dropping 1 super weapon here. Like, that's quite an amount of XP, no? Yeah, those are mole mines that are gonna be dropped directly in his base. Someone asked about the smoke. The smokes in when bombarding, when using various things, and Hunter confirmed that those were visible by the enemy players as well. Now you know. See? I... 2 howitzers. 5k. 5k down the drain. Calvin is now rank 5. Easy. Scott Storm is ready for Mizo. If I was him, I would continue like getting rid of... Like, here. Like, here is just the perfect target. Drop the Scott Storm here. I don't know where he sent it. Okay, that's a Grand Slam. Ah, but, well, called it! And now Mizo is rank 4. Like, it went from 2 to 4 in, like, a split second. I'm quite literally in full seriousness laughing so hard. Really? Because of the confetti cannon? The rest of my body. What make you laugh so much? Like, now I'm curious because to make Hanfield laugh, like it has to be the joke of the century. Oh, I think I know. I get back to you later, Hanfield. If you do not want to say it, I'll ask you because if it's what I okay, I get it. Uh... And Frost quit. Our stream is going pretty good. Wanna join in? We just had a rocky start, like for over 40 minutes we had nothing but mismatches. Yeah. Daniel Mama and Co. Thank you for the follow. Very do appreciate it. Yeah, it was rough. It had a rough start, but yeah. After a moment, it just went smooth. Hey, it happens, Pyro. We'll fix your game. Don't worry. Apparently, Darial is just fighting. Wait. Ah, damn. Mizo and Darial have a very similar color. But we'll fix you, Pyro, one way or another. Coming from Pyro, Shiro, she is a nice lady, but she is German. So if she says she will fix you, she will fix you. Like, oh no, run! We have a push with Anvil bots. I will answer your questions, don't let me. You better not tell her where the mushrooms are. No, of course. I'm no coward. Damn! Darial is fighting tooth and nail! Yeah, but the pillager will not help. He's just blowing stuff up. Not German, but actually of German descent. Um, yeah, both Pyro and I are actually French. Pyro and I are both French, and we live from. We just come from the same region, which is pretty close to the German border. No, Shiro is German. No, I say Pyro. Pyro is French. You're Dutch. Damn. Oh. Vet3 pillager in your base. Helped by a manticore and an anvil. That's disgusting. That's just disgusting. Nah, I'm French. And deaf. Like, I guess you were French by your name, but deaf? Oh, no, yeah, okay, I got it. I got it. Skitt, if you wanna play? Yeah, no. It may be because of me, because sometimes I kinda speak too fast and munch my words, so it's not on you. Oh, Frost. Unless he's done. Is Frost done or what? Create it myself then. I like this map, but I forgot the name. Was it Athena's? No, it was not this one, but he showed me one that looked like this one. Frost hosted. Okay. Okay, you're hosted on the same map. Good enough. Uh, Ashes of War. Nice. Okay, Shiro. See you. So for people wondering, this one will be uploaded, but maybe a bit later than usual because I want to get rid of those 40 minutes of nothing. So I will be cutting that. So just give me the time to do the montage and all that jazz, and it will be uploaded on YouTube. Don't worry, but it may take a bit more time than usual. Okay. Darial is leaving as well. Calvin? Okay. Have a good night. Thank you for joining, Darial. Okay. See ya. No, I think this one will be the last one because everyone is leaving. Stream. No, 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 no. It's not. It's not ending. Like this one. This one will be the last one since probably be the last one since everyone is leaving. But no, just saying that we'll see after this one, but because right now we're full Hanveld. Um, but just saying that for the replay on YouTube, it would just I would just need to cut those 40 minutes uh, of mismatches and errors and Skitt random is OP. Skitt and Frost versus Mizo and Calvin. That sounds interesting. I hope to see that Skitt is random in ECA. Much later than you thought. Like I started streaming 2 hours earlier than my usual time. Skitt has played some decent China back in the days, from what I remember. But yeah, it's been a time. Was it USA? Oh no, yes, you're right. It was Xares who had China as a secondary. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When here exactly at 6 p.m. you saw the countdown. It's 6 p.m. my time. I don't know where you are. If I get Russia, I'm screwed. Yeah. Ironically enough, it's supposed to be one of the easiest faction, but I have a hard time with it because it's really dependent on upgrades, and I don't know how to manage the upgrades with Russia. It's like it's really surprising. Eco management in early games also, yeah, it's kind of something as well. Okay, unable to transfer the map. GMT +2. So yeah, you are one hour after me, I guess. I blame Mizo for that. Everyone does blame Mizo for everything that goes bad. Rightfully. Uh...
Hey,
Hmm?
I'm not sure what maps is being selected, but even after downloading Skitt's pack, I keep
Yeah,
needing to transfer.
yeah, okay. So Ashes of War, this one seems to be the good one. Because like I downloaded his pack, but I also have like the ranked map from Gen Tools, and it's still he still has more maps. It's like what the fuck? I'm not as close as France as you think. My closest European
Let me go
country
to
is Greece.
General's chat. Let's go, Calvin.
Sure, sure, sure. You're in Greece. Okay. No, but I know that not everyone is super happy with the times I stream. It's just that I'm trying to find the best balance between the viewer. Like I have a viewer base that is, ironically enough, I have a lot of viewers that come from Southeast Asia, which I didn't expect. And yeah, so time zones. All right, Ashes of War. We have. So, uh, Skitt as China, Frost as China, versus Calvin as ECA and Mizo as GLA. Everything got mixed up in every direction. Nice. So, now try guessing. Try guessing a bit. The Vanguard. If you get close enough, I will tell you the answer. The Vanguard has the choice between three drones. So, as Flamer mentioned, the second one, the one you know, the missile drone is still here. The second one is the PDL drone, as Flamer mentioned. What would the third one be? Confetti drone. Okay. 1 point for creativity, but no. Hellfire. It is the model for now at least. It may change in the future. For now, it uses the model of the Hellfire drone, but it is not like it would be no good being the Hellfire since it would be pretty much the same as the missile drone. So no, it's not the Hellfire. There's already pretty much battle here. Ooh. Yeah, but those mines though. He knows there are mines here due to the impact of the Dushka. Oh, we dropped a barrel bomb. Nice. Demo trap. How did it not detonate? There you go. There you go. That's how you play GLA. Calvin would be proud. Ouch. Careful of the mines. Also, speaking of the Vanguard, due to previous limitations, due to how it worked and all that, the Vanguard had to have this plant, this drone mine ability to be a targeted ability. It's no longer the case. Now it is an instant ability. Click the button, it plonks down the mine exactly where it is. So, way easier to make big minefields of those drone mines. On Mizo, you need that Scorpion rocket! Minefield for USA. Yes! Well, the Vanguard always had that ability, but due to how it was coded, apparently it was a targeted ability, so it was kinda underused. But now that it's an instant ability, you can have minefields pretty easily. And since those are not regular mines, but special mines, the drone mines are like smart mines, your immune tanks will not be immune to those ones. Oh yeah. The rolling Ricky is now good. That's good. Yep. That's very good. And they seek close target. Yes! Absolutely! Mizo went heavy on the Marauders apparently. Ooh, wait. Calvin is pushing with defenses. And Frost is protecting Skitt with a handgun chip. Don't know what there is in here. But apparently Frost noticed it. Oh, felons, yep. Smart enough not to get too close. Especially since it's reinforced, so you cannot clear it even if you have Dragon. This might tip the scales though. Yikes! Oh, yes! Forgot to mention, the reinforced fortification is now even sturdier. By quite a significant margin. I think he upgraded the... he added like 25% health to the reinforced fortification. So now they are reinforced. They are worth of being tier 1. Forgot about that. So yeah, if you do not want each time you play ECA to take the ammunition GP to get the gun turret, you now have options. And good ones. So here, showcasing the Leopard dig out. And you can see that immediately it's in. As you can see, it is pretty sturdy as well. So it is also worth taking a tier 1. How much is the dig out currently? In this build it is 1.5k. So if you think you will have cheap leopard, think again. Think again. Like it's really not worth it. Free? No, it's not free. Like the dig out itself has its price increased from 300 to 1.5k. So the price has been multiplied by 5. It's anything but free. Nuke mix. No. Like, it would have been pretty insane if the price was not. No, if there is no evac button, but you can scuttle the dig out to get the whatever tank you put in it. But the resulting tank, first thing first, you will lose the dig out. The dig out will be destroyed entirely, and the tank that will get out of it will be severely damaged. Yes, of course, you can swap the leopards by putting the same way you can put infantry inside a pender. No. You cannot evacuate and put another unit inside. You cannot evacuate and put another unit inside. That you cannot do. What you can do is putting another vehicles directly inside, the same way you do change the pender weapons. It works the same way now. The spear team buff. It was buffed. It's now cheaper and produced faster. That's it. It is a pretty good unit. It was just a bit overpriced. Well, honestly, the spear team is very good. It just the main problem of the spear team, honestly, is that it doesn't scale. It means that the damage it has at tier 1, it will keep all over the game. So do people use it as recon in replays with the flare and all? Not much. I've seen Marakar using it a bit. But it's not the main use of it, I have to say. Most people, well, it went a bit unpopular for a moment when people started giving some importance to the price, but now that it's back, I'm expecting them to be a bit more popular, so we will see. We will see. Yep. We have the launch bases. The launch bases have finally been nerfed. Come on, Frost, not again. The launch bases have been nerfed. The V1s are now weaker, so easier to take down, and fly slower. So but the damage is identical, so they are still pretty terrifying. So we have a team of good boys going straight into a death trap. What is he pinging? Oh, probably telling him to reclaim that. Stinger soldiers taking down a hand gunship. Good thing the damage remained the same, makes it really tense seeing a wave of them though. Yes, well, a wave, you can only have 4, but they are pretty potent, they are pretty powerful. It's true that it's a bit annoying seeing that you can use them as meat shield, as distraction for anti-air, and they still land on your base and deal full damage. This is the part where I guess it annoys people, which I understand. But yeah, it's... It is something, it's... again, everything you see in terms of damage, armors, and so on and so forth, everything is susceptible to change. Like, we haven't got into the balancing phase. It depends. Look, here, the previous ones were intercepted here. Okay, so he has some kind of outpost here, and this little thing here was enough to intercept 2 of them. So yeah, I would say now they're a bit harder to use, but if they hit the ground, they will destroy whatever is on the ground. Mizo will not use the launch base against Frost's Frost base buildings, but he will use it as a defensive building, such the same way he uses howitzer positions. Did you miss the gunstrike thing? Yes, you did. Sorry. Apparently we have a Lotus calling in an artillery strike. Ah, barely missed it. One more shell and it would have been good. And captured the black market. Whose is that? Frost's. Damn! So, how many launch bases does he have? He has the full 4 of them, stealing money before being bitten in the ass by the good boys. However, I'm just giving my 2 cents here. If you want to use them defensively, you do not want them that close to the front line, because, well, you want them back, because the launch base does not have a maximum range, but he has a pretty long minimum range. Ah, Mizo has taken lessons from fighting Marakar. He loves using the sabotage now. The love from the sabotage. Yeah. What is the GLA train? That's the launch base. Oh, let me show you. See? It's a launching platform for those V1 rockets. And I think Skitt is cooked. No, wait. That's Frost base? Oh, he has mines everywhere. And there are 2 more Shenlongs. One of them equipped with a flame turret, so more flames in your flames. Nuke mix. It, I understand why people are kind of like I am quite as well, but not because of that directly. The launch base is basically a destructive GP available at rank 1. Like it is a very powerful thing, which is hard to intercept. Well, it's not. It's no longer hard to intercept actually, but it will always do some damage on the ground. So I understand the frustration, because if that was a rank 3 unlock, it would be less of a problem, I think. The infantry burning texture has changed. A lot of effects have changed. Like I cannot even give you the entire list because I cannot remember. A lot of effects changed. One of the most noticeable were the flame effects, indeed. Uh, they look way nicer. Especially the fireball impacts, they look way better. Anthrax bomb. Ouch. That's one less Shenlong, but there are still two. There are still the nuke MiGs. Spear teams will not resist long. I think that's an oversight, but I didn't see the Shenlong having the revamped flame effects. I will double check that. No, you don't. I heard an angry mouse. Where? Oh, wait. The volunteers. No, that's a pillager. And Frost calls the quit.
You have been defeated.
Happy mob, yeah. Kind of. Hunfield, if you're still available. Let's see if someone else can fight you. Let's see. We'll see if some people are still available. Frost has already rehosted. Yeah, apparently we can continue. More! Is patriotic mob! Most. Okay. Can kill forts with dragon tanks or assault cannons. Yep. They become very powerful. Like, assault cannons do not have any kind of resistance against anti-tank weaponry. I think they just have some bullet resistance. Um, they don't need the resistance buff. Yes, but we've had we've had almost um f almost more than 40 minutes of bugs, like n not a single game. Yeah, I'm kind of stretching it. Unless you're bored and I just call it a quit, like I can. Chio Valley is always a good one. So yeah, I'm gonna crop all the time where when nothing was working. You see, you see, that's why that's why you do not call them ass cannon, because even the chat in game censors you. So who do we have? Frost and Skitt versus Calvin and Mizo again. Okay, good for me. Yeah, the Chinese assault cannon. The Chinese assault cannon is kind of an odd unit. It's supposed to be a breacher, a defense breacher, but it is a rather light unit and it doesn't really outrange much. And the simple ECA fortification with Panzerfaust inside is just wrecking everything right now. It's quite powerful. To give you an example, one reinforced fortification versus a dragon tank, you put 3 Panzerfausts with the armor-piercing warheads. By the time the dragon tank never reach the fortification, never. It gets shot before. And apparently the buff to the reinforced fortification was a bit too much. Is the range of the forced fortification the same as the gun turret? I haven't measured, but it feels to me. Uh, don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that at all. It feels to me that the fortification has actually a longer range. Because it's a bunker type thing, so it has the garrison bonus plus the additional bonus of ECA infantry, which has even more firepower. So it is pretty insane. but I haven't fully tested it. And also you have gas ignition guns at tier 2, which give more range to gun turrets. So don't quote me on the numbers, but honestly it feels that fortification with armor-piercing Panzerfaust is now pretty darn powerful. The best basic anti-tank infantry. No, because I wouldn't say that, because to get the armor-piercing rounds, you need tier 1 and an upgrade. And also, the upgrade in question is only available in one of the 2 tier 1s. So, it is still something that you need to invest into. So, I wouldn't call it extremely overpowered, meta or whatnot. It's just that it's new, so we hyper focus on it. So we need to see how it's being used on in the long term. It's not super expensive. Like 3 Panzerfaust is like what, 600? Or are they 250? No, I do not remember. So maybe 750. And the reinforced fortification is not like in terms of price. A reinforced fortification and 3 Panzerfaust is not is slightly more expensive than a gun turret, I think. Yeah. Yeah, well, they are the garrison clear, yeah, but yeah, it's not. Like the Panzerfaust always were the garrison clear, so that doesn't change much. But I won't lie, they are pretty powerful. So we will be testing. Plus now we have the dig out with the default leopard inside, so it's yet another option. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because right now those two things arrived at roughly the same time for us testers to test, and it's pretty new. Looking at the price, didn't get my. Again, it's new. We will monitor it. We will see if it is overpowered, and if it is, we will address it. And how we will address it, I don't know, because I do not read the future. But yeah. For now, at least, it feels that against China, at least for what I have personally tested, against China, it is devastating. Yeah. But is it overpowered versus everything? I don't know. I haven't tested. This is my opinion on it. You will need some artillery here, pal. Calvin went directly for Tesla because negotiation is over. Straight for Frost Throat, like, damn! Ooh. Tesla disco balls. Yeah, still very anti-GLA. Yeah, no, I think that's finished for Frost. Oh wait, no, he has a secondary base here. knowing this guy is well able to rise up from his grave. Ouch. Calvin has rank 3 and apparently is not decided to stop anytime soon. Ooh! Oh, but that's gonna be offset by... Kill the MTP! Yep, MTP down, now you have a chance. Ah, Yagmamuts, that's gonna be interesting. Or not. You forgot something. Hideout being rebuilt. Skitt didn't see. For instance, Skitt didn't go for the armory expansion, so he doesn't have access to those anti-tank Panzerfaust rockets. So it is still not the end-all be-all of ECA. It is not a mainline thing, if you want. Counter-attack? That soon? You're brave, my friend. Oh, it seems that Calvin is going full Alexander. Now we have the golem tanks. Destroy the tunnel, destroy the tunnel! Ah, mercenaries! You need some self-detection here. That was close. What are you shooting at? There's nothing here, my friend. I don't know what's it doing. What are you aiming at? I probably saw something. I don't know what. Do Felon Bloodhounds fire stars quick? Of course. Like when you put a unit inside a fire-ported transport, it can use any weapon it uses on the outside. The only thing it cannot use are its abilities. For instance, if you put a sergeant inside the Mishka with transports, it can use its shotgun, it can use its slugs, it can use anything like that, but it can't use the mortar barrage or the inspire abilities, stuff like that. And that's also why the new Vanguard is interesting, because if you put it, for instance, in a Bradley, well, you select the drone before, you put them into the Bradley, and you have your Bradley with additional shotguns, plus it has drones. It has more drones. And Roscoe's a quit. Probably got a bit too damaged by Calvin's early attack with Tesla. Ouch, that's some friendly fire. How big is the mammoth cone so far? Is like banana for scale? No. Ah, you mean the radius of the Yak Mammoth? So for those who don't know what he is talking about, before you had the Yak Mammoth having to reposition for even the slightest angle. But now it has some kind of tolerance, but it's rather narrow. It's rather narrow. I don't know in how many degrees it is, but it's basically in front of it if you go like so you know. So a few degrees. Bradley plus shotgun also has garrison clear. Yes! Yes! Garrison clear plus bomb drones on buildings now. So it's the Vanguard uses the bomb now uses the bomb drone versus any kind of building, so garrisons or whatnot. So yeah, it's now another very good option. Yeah. It does. Oh yeah. So it can have the two drones of your vanguards, the the shotgun, the bomb drones, plus the drone you can naturally have with the Bradley. Like honestly,
You have been defeated.
it is now a pretty impressive thing you can have with that. Plus you're mine immune, plus like you know. In terms of potential, and I don't think this is going to change anytime soon. The Fireport Bradley is still the best option. Like I don't think it will ever change because it's the most micro intensive, so you need to be rewarded a bit. Uh, but the other ones now also are pretty good, so you still have options. The heavy cannon one now is just very good. Uh, it's and now it can really inflict some tremendous damage. Uh, and the tow missile, the tow kit can really give you a tier 1 tank destroyer and a very good one. But in terms of versatility and potential, the firebolt one is probably the best. Skitt bailed out. Ah, here it is. Why are Because I'm not an affiliate. I do not fill the criteria for being affiliate. That's it. Plus, I do not stream on a regular basis, so I would kind of feel bad if someone would subscribe and then um, do not get uh, their money's worth. I would find it. Is there a specific reason why you cannot ground fire with the mole miner? Yep, it's a design choice. Because I'm pretty sure you can make it, but yeah, it's just a design choice. You need to be a few. Well, you need to have all your stuff set up. You need to have a certain amount of conditions. Like I need to stream a certain amount of time for a certain o- on a given time frame. Plus, I need to have a certain amount of viewers at a. Long story short, I do not fill the criteria, so I didn't bother. You sound like my cousin's father, like a lot. I don't know if I should take that as a compliment, but I will take it as one and I will say thank you. Oh, demo charges already. Is he French? Well, uh, I work pretty well on disguising my French accent, so not everyone seems to detect it at first. Some people are still confused when I tell them I'm French. Saying, you do not sound French. Well, like what? Are all the French sounding like this? No, we are not.
Dagger protocol initiated.
The Tunguska will get wrecked. There you go. Ooh. Missile? Okay, everyone went for missile drones. You ask me if I were Scottish. The eyes sound Scottish to you. There's one hunchback down. Here's the second one. You know much about X. As I said, I worked on neutering my French accent when I speak English. So part bad of faking Russian accent. Yeah, we did. Like Russian accent is not my best. Trying, but not successful yet. Purple. You know if somebody is truly Scottish, if they have troubles with purple burglar alarms. I don't get that reference. Oh. Calvin using the bombardment ability. Oh, but we have an Avenger, well microed. Destroying 1, destroying 2. No, destroying 2. Go ahead, destroy it. Thank you. Yeah, that's because Pierrot is French, so I is like I always say his name like that. So reactor model for use changed. Yeah, not changed. There is no luck in here. The rise of the Red Kirov. Kirov reporting. Kirov rising. Oh look, is this your house? Oh, mortar barrage. You do not see that every day. Yeah, mechanics-wise, you have a few units that are closer to the Kirov, yeah. Bomber aircraft that hovers. Well, you have this one, you have the Helix with the nuclear bombs, you have the hook. The hook with the bombing kit, so to say. Oh, Darkwing! They're arriving like already half dead, like do I really have to go to the battle? However, for the Helix, they cannot do it anymore with the napalm bomb. They can only do it with the nuclear bomb. So that you have an actual difference between the nuclear and the napalm bombs. You have a lot of anti-tank stuff for fighting, like three infantry units. Not gonna. Ooh. However, those what's the name of those things? Wardens were pretty efficient versus the Tigers. Let's play more nukes. Yeah, basically the flame one is if you want to drop a huge bomb on a zone and make it like to scorch it entirely. Oh, those were probably noticed. Well, the nuke bombs for the Helix will allow you to do some bombing runs, and bombing with nukes, needless to fuck. Yeah, well, I think that's the sign for us to stop here. Do Flamehands still have the napalm? Of course. Of course. However, none of the Han versions do have the bombing run ability. They are all one-use bombs. I'm gonna stop it here. Let's get like we've got our fair share of mismatches. Yeah, I think we're good. That will be all for today. I thank you everyone for joining, and on behalf of the entire team, I will wish you happy celebration for Christmas, and also a pre-celebration for the end of the year. And I will see you next year for more content. Bye bye.